What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that I try to train in dry fire in order to get ready for USPSA matches. And this will be especially helpful if you've never gone to a USPSA competition and you're looking for what to prepare for in advance to make sure you're ready for success once you get there. And as a reminder, any gear that I do talk about in this video should be linked below, so if you want to help out the channel, be sure to click through those links. So with that, let's get started. So there are really 3 main concepts I'm looking into as far as what skills focus on. You have your fundamentals, you have sights and transitions, and then you have movement. Really, those 3 things should cover the bulk of what you need to be prepared in advance for USPSA without getting all into the stage planning and complex ideologies. So starting out with number 1, your fundamentals. You all should be very familiar with a lot of these, but you have your draw, your reloads, your dot acquisition, and then also your trigger press. So any of these items that you can just crank out reps for, that's what we're trying to work on here in order to just make sure we get that time down, get faster when we do those draws, get faster and more precise when we do those reloads, and then just make sure every time we draw, we are on sight and that dot is where we want it to be, and we're not having to fish for the dot. Strong hand, weak hand, those are some items that I personally draw fire less of, but should do more of. But that's one of those things where it might not be at every match, but the one match where you do have a stage that's strong hand, weak hand, you will quickly see who doesn't train it, because you will struggle to find your dot and or your sights if you don't practice that. With that, I'm gonna apply some chalk and just show you guys some examples on what that dry fire might look like. So first off, you have your draws. And with this, I'm trying to make sure my grip pressure is a realistic grip pressure. I'm not just barely holding on to it, I'm really gripping it. I'm trying to build these calluses that you see right here. If you don't have those, you're probably not gripping hard enough. So talked about our draws. I'll throw some reloads in there. Add it with the draw. Trying to go in faster than I normally would live fire because I'm trying to push myself to make mistakes. Go a little bit faster. There's one. That was okay. Can go a little bit faster. That one was good. So pretty much just non-stop reps of those. Like, I might do it for 30 minutes or an hour at some point, taking breaks in between, because as you can tell, that does get you winded once you start doing it a lot. So now moving into transitions. This is 1, training yourself to remain target focused instead of focusing on your front sight or your dot. And then 2, when you transition, leading with your eyes instead of following the dot. To show you guys what that looks like, here's the incorrect way to do it. That'd be considered the incorrect way, and this would be the correct way, where I'm actually leading with my eyes and letting the dot follow. So something like that. And as far as transitions, the same thing. Like, I have 2 pieces of painter's tape on the wall, just spread across from each other about a yard apart, and I'm just working on just transitioning back and forth to it, making sure that I land where I want to land, but I'm not following that dot. So lastly, we're adding movement to basically all that we've learned previously. And the purpose of this is, 1, to just work on footwork, to figure out how you can move to keep your sight as stable as possible, how to enter and exit positions without disturbing your sight, when to get the gun up, when to actually fully initiate your reload. All these things come into play, because once you add movement into it and start running, it throws off like your hand movement. Pretty much everything is harder once you start moving. So in this case, I'll show you an example into everything we're training in dry fire. For this drill, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go bang, 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 move, and I'm essentially stepping over my foot, and then repeat bang, 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 bang. And this will help you train keeping your sight steady as you're just naturally moving through stages. And then I might throw a reload in there. Another one you could do is, let's say we're shifting positions, so we're moving from way back there to somewhere right here. We're limited on space, but we make do with what we have. But those are just some quick examples on what I might train in dry fire. So if this helped you out, feel free to leave a like and a comment below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.